Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Hacks. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Retroflag MegaPi case and the MegaPi controller. They look awesome. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Harrison Hacks.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and unbox the case first, and then we'll get into the controller. I'm pretty excited about both of these items. They were sent to me by Retroflag for free, but I do want to let you guys know that I always do an honest review, and I will never say something's good if it's not. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So pretty nice packaging. I really like the packaging that Retroflag provides. I have the NESPi case as well, and it's like a little console in a cardboard box. Pretty sweet. So I'll pop open one of the sides here, and either side you could pop open, doesn't really matter. And we'll pull it out. I'll set the box off to the side. Inside the box, I guess I should show you, you get a little instruction booklet, but we're not going to worry about that. It's pretty straightforward. And we can slide out the case. It's pretty cool. They use the similar like foams type stuff as the NES and SNES classics. So that's a nice touch. And here was the case. Pretty impressive. That is a very nice case. A great representation of the Sega Genesis Model 1. Well, this is more the Mega Drive, but either way, that is a nice case. Wow. And I'm not saying that because this was sent for free. This looks amazing. I mean, it looks good when you see other people in videos. This looks amazing in person. It's such a well done job. The plastic feels good. We have an on and off switch right here. Reset button. And the volume slider pops the top open, and you can go ahead and stick stuff in there like micro SD cards and whatnot. So throw a micro SD, you can fit a ton of them in there. So that's pretty cool. This side, that slides off, and once we have our Pi in there, you can access more USB ports as well as your LAN port. And there's this little cutout right here at the back. If we pop that out, you can have a LAN cable inside. Now, you'll have to have it hardwired, but it is optional, so that's pretty cool. It's a cool idea. And on the back, you just have your AV port, USB for power, and HDMI. Pretty sweet. So, and then on the front, of course, your two USB ports. Okay, so we'll just pop it open real quick. And inside, we just have the PCB board and some connections to go to our Pi, as well as all of the screws and a little screwdriver to put this all together. Pretty cool. Everything looks pretty well made. I mean, it's not too much going on here. Your on and off switch here, your reset switch here, and over here you have the safe shutdown switch. So there's a script on their website, and I'm going to go ahead and actually link to it. It's GitHub, and it'll give you the safe shutdown script, and you can go ahead and use that, but you can turn it on or off. So pretty nice. There's our LED, and let's go ahead and get the Pi in here. Okay, so I am installing a Pi 3B Plus. I also have the dual fan on there as my heatsink. So let's even see if this works in there, and then that'd be great if it does. If not, I'll have to remove it. So what we'll want to do is take our Pi, place it like this, and we're going to have it upside down in the case. So make sure the red wire on this little power connector for your GPIO is on the top right hand corner. So if you're looking at it from this angle, you want it to be on this pin right here. And this cable is pretty short. So I will connect that to my Pi. Next thing I would recommend is doing our USB ports. So we have USB 1 and USB 2. So hopefully you guys can see this okay. I suggest doing any wiring before you go ahead and screw down your Pi. So I have mine just like so. And they are connected to the Pi now. And then I have my fan plug So this is for my dual fan. You may not have this. This is only if you have a fan installed. And I am struggling here. There we go. So that's in there. Now let's try and sit the Pi in place. Okay, so I have my Pi in place. I had to do a little fiddling because I have that dual fan in there, but everything did fit in there nicely. It's nice and secure. So everything sits good. If we open up our little screwdriver and bag of screws, there we go. So there's going to be 2 screws that are shorter than the rest. So we have, if we look here, you can see the 2 shorter ones and then the longer one on the bottom there. So I'm going to get rid of the longer one. And the 2 short screws go, here's your GPIO pins on the bottom. These are the only 2 you need to screw down. So I'm going to place one in there. And they're very small screws. Try not to lose them. And you don't have to go too tight. I mean, once you feel a little resistance, I would go ahead and stop. There we go. My Pi feels nice and secure. Make sure all your ports on the back line up nicely. And then even if we pull off this bottom port here, you can see that we have access to some USB ports and the Ethernet. But I'm going to keep that port on myself. I don't need that. And next thing we do is make sure you have your safe shutdown, whether you want it on or off. So right now I have it set to off. I'm just going to leave it off for now, but you can have it to on or off, up to you. I like to keep my power off as well. And we'll pop the case on top. And the next thing we do is add our screws. So there's 6 screws, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you guys can see this close enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One right there. So we have to remove that bottom part of the case, and there's a screw hole right there. And that's your 6. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me put the screws in, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all my screws in. There we go. Everything's nice and secure. So I guess the last thing to do is to pop open this side. There's a little arrow there, and you can just pop that open. Take your micro SD card and pop it in. So it goes pin side facing down. Just slide your micro SD card in there like so. Close it up. And let's go test the controller and some gameplay. Okay, so let's give this controller a go. If you guys want to know about the Retroflag Mega Drive controller, I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video on it. I'm just going to do a quick run right now and kind of give you an idea of how it feels. And then if you're interested in the controller, you can go ahead and check out my future video. So I'm going to go to Sega Mega Drive. And I guess a good game to try would be Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. Let's do it. And my dual fan inside of the MegaPi case, I can't hear it. I mean, it's very quiet. The only fan I hear right now is my computer off in the background, but I've been close to the MegaPi case and my dual fan, I don't hear it. So that's a good sign. Let's see. I don't want to go too crazy right now. So the controller itself, I mean, it feels good, but until like the buttons feel good, the D-pad feels good. But until you get into gameplay, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, I'm pulling everything off, no problem. Not playing the greatest, but that's me. That's not the controller. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do one more round and then I'll end this video. But to be quite honest, the controller works really nice. Like the D-pad, especially, because that's the most important thing to me. Is does my D-pad work? Especially playing games like Street Fighter. Well, really any game, but Street Fighter with the button combinations that you have to hit. Yeah, I did it on the other side too. Oh, he got me. Oh, come on. How was I dizzy? Okay, so that is definitely a good controller. I'll do a future review after I put some hours into it and make sure that it's still as good as when it's new. As far as the MegaPi case, guys, I would totally recommend it, and I think you should pick it up. Retroflag, both cases I have, whether it be the NESPi or the MegaPi case, I'm telling you, they're quality products. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, have a good day.